representing Spring Branch ISD, we have Mr. Sebastian Guevara, and he's going to be talking about breast cancer and machine learning. So let me pull this up. Spring Woods, am I correct with that?
Yep.
Spring Woods. Yeah, we have a few Spring Woods representatives in here today. So there you go. Sebastian. I stop that share, start this one. Here we go. You ready to go? I'm going to turn it over to Sebastian.
So a brief introduction of myself. My name is Sebastian Guevara. I'm a rising senior at Springwoods High School. And my reason for Pass Up is I've always wanted to see how research experience really looks like. And I think that the Pass Up team really helped me answer those questions I had. And especially my mentor, Ankit, he really helped me understand the research experience as a whole. And really helped me advance in computer science. And so let's understand the research, right? If I had to put Pass Up at Rice in one word, it would be change, because they're pursuing change for underserved populations in the medical field, right? And secondly, the research that we conducted was in machine learning and breast cancer. And what we were actually trying to accomplish is developing a machine learning algorithm in Python code in order to more effectively detect breast cancer. So now let's look at what we actually accomplished. We used supervised learning, a branch of machine learning, in order to classify the breast cancer data set in order to improve accuracy, right? So on the left, you can see a graph right here, and well, that's supposed to say random forest, uses max depth in order to, so one of the course highlights with Dr. Straach, straight off the bat, I really enjoyed her class due to the visual aids that she had. She always had a tendency to draw things, and I'm a type of student that information goes in my ear and goes straight out, so I really liked her visual aids and drawing everything and truly making for a conducive hour of lecture. And I also liked her presenting her graduate work. So what I learned about machine learning is that there's different levels to our work, right? So there's data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. And I learned that there's even more branches to machine learning, such as reinforcement learning, I'm pretty sure, supervised and unsupervised, and learn how to use programs like PyCharm, Sublime, Anaconda, GitHub in order to construct our algorithm and successfully run our classifiers. And the personal impact this research has on me, people talk about research as being all about innovation and breakthroughs, but what I think is the reason for research is informing populations, right? If we were to effectively distribute information, many of these diseases and conditions could be mitigated or prevented through proper awareness. And so my highlights for the speaker series, I really liked Mr. Barua's presentation because it had like a personal connection to me. A lot of my family members suffer with diabetes, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. And he was explaining how it's connected to socioeconomic status. And it really helped me understand my family members much more and understand what they have to go through with such conditions. And moving on, the collaboration and virtual experience. I was kind of disappointed to realize that Pass Up would be virtual this year, but we made the best out of it, and we made the best out of what we had, and we were able to achieve success in a virtual environment, and that really shows adaptability. And adaptability is one of the key traits that that you need in all walks of life. And so my future plans, I plan on attending a prestigious college or university to pursue a degree in computer science and maybe somewhere, maybe a minor in business. But more specifically, in regards to computer science, I'd like to look more into cybersecurity. I recently watched the Edward Snowden movie. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but it really like showed me how much cybersecurity means and how much it can alter life as a whole. And this is my research poster. You can't really see anything, but my acknowledgements are to the passive team, Mr. Antoine, Dr. Straach, my mentors, and Kit. I'm really grateful for everything y'all have done for us, and I truly am grateful for this experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. We really appreciate it. And, hopefully you'll be in Mr. Angel's class next year and learning a lot more. Keep this Paths Up thing going.
Yes, sir.
So we have a few questions. The first one says, if you could, would you hold weekly video announcements at your school on this topic? And how do you think it would be received by your school student population?
If I could give weekly announcements, I would definitely would, but I don't know if our student population would be very interested in it, right? But I definitely think there's a few outliers that will enjoy the few seconds I have of lecturing everyone on the speaker.
How would you make it appealing to how would you switch it up and maybe talk about the research, but make it in a way that they might be interested in?
I think what most appeals like younger people to computer science and stuff is like video games. So I think like video games would be like a huge pull factor for people who aren't really interested in like research and coding for different types of stuff and more intellectual and based research and coding. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you talked about cybersecurity. Someone asked, how could machine learning play a part in cybersecurity? How those two things go hand in hand?
You could set up algorithms in order to prevent cyber attacks. And so someone doesn't have to like personally, I guess, in person, manually, I guess, respond to those cyber attacks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And someone, if you check on the Jamboard, someone gave you some resources, some cybersecurity resources. If you want to look at them, they're there for you to look at as well. So each one of our young scholars, it's an opportunity for you to look at the feedback that was given and to use that information to try to make that as useful as possible. So with that, those are all of our